Hey, what's up, everybody? So I am outside Drea's nightclub. I decided to come out the house and dance, and so it happens Chris Brown was performing tonight. It was nice. He didn't come on stage till almost 2 in the morning. He said he was coming on stage at 10:30, but that's fine. Um, Overall, I had a good night. I don't know. I danced by myself. Not one guy asked me to dance. This happens every time I come out to the club. And it's a theme where all the black men or African Americans or Africans, they glorify the white woman. And
We're gonna make sure my friend time clear.
no love. No love here. And I don't want to be here. It's like they don't love us anymore or love me or I don't know. But I'll be fine. I mean, it's just coming out and just dancing and having a good time. It's like so, but I did what I came to do. I danced and I had a really good time overall. So there's not much to complain about, but it's just hurtful. And I'm so cute. Look at me. Look how cute I am. I mean, I'm like, okay. So,
Hey guys,
Sure,
thanks
just
for
set it
everybody's
right
patience.
here.
Okay, we had a few
Right here.
technical issues,
Okay.
but we're good to go now. So a lot of people will have seen a video that was floating around on social media with the sister that was at the the sister that was at the Chris Brown concert. And some people see she was very upset because it appeared that black men weren't dancing with black women; they were only dancing with white women. So she's honored me with her grace to give me an interview and speak to me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to let her tell you who she is, what her name is, and what she's about. So, hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself, your name, and who you are, basically?
A plus is a must. Well, my name is Taquita Thorns, the Queen A plus. I was born Taquita Thorns, and I changed my name about a year and a half ago to the Queen A plus. And I'm a singer and songwriter and essayist from Detroit, Michigan.
Excellent. Can you tell us, like, why did you change your name to the Queen A plus? Lynn? What's the meaning behind that?
The Queen A plus is the evolution of Taquita Thorns. So during that time, I was going through many things in my life, learning many lessons, and a divorce was one of them. And I decided that I've always treated myself like a queen, a goddess. I've always been righteous and virtuous and good to people and good to nature. And I felt I deserved a name that matches how I feel about myself and with a definition that matches my behavior in life.
Okay, excellent. Now, a lot of people have seen your video. And I don't know if that was at a Chris Brown concert or a venue where he was performing, but some people had asked, why you were looking for a man at a Chris Brown concert. Was that your purpose?
Ah, no, I was not looking for a man at the Chris Brown concert. I decided last minute to go out and dance because I'm a homebody. I like to just sit around and create. I rarely go out. So I said, I want to go out and dance. I had no idea Chris Brown was performing until I was on my way and I put the venue I Googled the venue to get the address. And I saw he was performing. I'm thinking, oh man, ballet gonna be full. It's gonna be packed. What other clubs? I was already looking for other clubs. I decided to go to Dre's anyway because it's a late night. They're open late, super late. So I thought, I want to dance for hours. So I go. Chris Brown's there. This is the story in a nutshell. He's performing. It's people everywhere. I decided to stick with it and try to get in. And the line was outrageous. I said, can I cut the line? Where's the line that you pay to cut? Because in Vegas, you could pay to cut the line, and apparently it's legal. And there was like $10 more, you could, cut the line. And I'm thinking, cool. But those people go by the pool. You can't even see the stage or the dance floor. And I was like, I want my own VIP section. So I decided to get one. They said, well, that's going to be at least $2,000. And I'm thinking, no way to dance. And I was thinking like, I was being ignored. It was mixed people there, black, white. And some of the security were black. And they were kind of just like brushing me off like, girl, over there, you got to go over there. And, I'm the queen. So I said, you know what? I want a section. I want a VIP section. And they said, ma'am, it's only one of you. And I said, that's fine. I want the section. So long story short, I'm waiting to confirm me in my VIP section full of liquor, which I don't drink. Well, I like my wine, and every now and again I have one drink. And the guy came, black guy walked up. He had dreads, and he happened to be a world-renowned tap dancer. And he was like, she by herself, she can come in my section. So in fact, I was invited to sit in a section with the guy, and I said, you know what? The host said he's a good guy, because I'm looking like, I don't know him. He's like, he's a good guy. He's a world-renowned tap dancer. So I sat in a section. Well, girls start coming and dancing and being provocative in a way I didn't like. So I offered to split the bill with the people next to me, which was an old black couple. And the woman said, girl, you don't have to, the bill's paid. Sit right here. So I sat in their section, and I turned to, the people who invited me there. So I said, thank you, but no thank you. You guys have an extra seat for your party. I'm going to be over here, and I was sitting over there, and, nobody wanted to dance with me. Black guys were all around. White women were coming up to me, like waving and bowing, like, oh, you look gorgeous. You're so stunning. White man was looking at me like, damn, trying, but they, sauna. It was cute. And I was just thinking like, what's wrong with the fellas though, So long story short, I end up going on the dance floor, and Asians and white men surrounded me. And I danced. I was laughing. I was very happy. And I was going towards a group of black guys, and they were like moving out the way. Like, nah, you good with them. Like, whoa. And I guess it just kind of hurt my feelings that I'm not racist by any means. But because I'm an entertainer, performer, and I understand life, and I understand everyone, all colors, all shades, and the reason why, whether it's positive or negative. It was just more so I never really experienced black love and black men liking me truly and genuinely. I never experienced that. So to see that happening once again that particular night, I was just kind of like, oh, I wanted attention. Of course, everybody who comes out wants attention. Why the hell are we going out, right? So that's pretty much what it was. I was just really emotional. It was like the fed up moment or something like that. But I wasn't looking for a man. I was just looking for community. I was looking for black men to get out and glorify me in front of everybody. First, I felt it was embarrassing to see black men only glorifying lighter skin or white women anywhere. At any time. If that's their preference, that's fine. But there's still dark mothers. There's still black women who are looking or single or anything. It's like, always pay respect, always show respect. If you see Asians dancing with me and whites, come and steal me away, steal the show. You know what I'm saying? Show love, not, oh, I don't like her, y'all can keep her. Anyway, I like this one. It just made me feel kind of like, I want to be glorified. You were
on a reality TV show, right?
Yeah.
And you were on Making the Band, right?
Yes, I was on a show called Making the Band with Diddy. It was like an MTV show. It ran in 2005. I was 18, straight from Detroit. And I got cast, and I was in every episode until the end of the season. And then I got a spin-off reality show called the Taquita and Kali Show. It was like a family comedy show about two girls, white and black, me from Detroit, her from Hawaii, blonde hair, my naps, trying to make it in the entertainment industry in Las Vegas. So that was the second show I had, and that ran in 2007.
Excellent. Okay. And I mean, like, because one of my questions was going to be, it was emotional and upsetting to see how upset you were, when you were in tears. Do you want to run us through like kind of like what went through your mind when you were, I know you said a little bit, you hadn't experienced black love before, so it was like it was happening all over again. And, you know, you were seeing these guys, you know, that were dancing with black women and, sorry, with white women and not black women. And that was upsetting to you. What I wanted to do is I wanted to kind of like maybe start from the beginning. Like you said, you're from Detroit, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, what was your upbringing like? Like, were you from a racially diverse neighborhood or was it an all black neighborhood?
I like this question. I grew up and it was all in all black neighborhood in the intercities of Detroit. Greater Detroit is a little bit more mixed and privileged, but I grew up in the inner cities. So the bottom of the barrel, kind of court ruled and police kind of patrolled and occupied projects, if you will.
Right. Okay. So you were around a lot of black men, a lot of black people. So it
Oh
was
yeah, all
okay.
the time.
Now, what came up to what was brought to my attention, which you and I had spoken about, which we will go into a bit more detail in a moment, but you were married to a white guy, right?
A white man, yes.
Right. And like, how did your family feel about you being in an interracial relationship?
You would have to ask them that because I don't know how they feel. They never expressed it to me how they
Okay.
felt. They seemed receptive of my contributions to them and my gifts to them, you know, in lieu of that relationship that brought me more financial stability than I've ever had.
So they were never vocal about it, whether they seemed cool, basically.
They seemed to love it, love it. They didn't say, "Oh, he white" or nothing, because before him, my son's father is not his father. Before
Right.
him, a Polish immigrant, my son's father, I conceived my son, and he was white, and I dated him
We're okay. We're
since
gonna go.
18.
We're
So
gonna.
since 18, I've been swirling. Okay.
Have you ever dated black men?
Yes, in high school, uh, my what do you call it, the high school sweetheart or something like that was black. He's on the football team, and before him, I dated the valedictorian of the school, an extremely smart young man. But he was just too much. But anyway, yeah. So I had experience dating black men. Since then, I've been I've dated, but it was so temporary that it's not even worth mentioning.
Not real
Like,
relationships.
relationship,
Okay.
no, because black men find me strange, or they find me too strong, or they find me the relationships becomes a competition or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a competition,
So,
and it's not about love. So
right. What would you say your type is? Like,
I love black men,
you love
but
black
I
men.
will say, but I have to answer the type question. My type is a black man who loves and respects the black mothers, who loves and respects nature. That's the only kind of man that I want.
Okay. And you know, that type of man, would you say that they're usually receptive to you?
Oh yeah. My experience with men or black men outside the country, not dating, but like just by passing or like through professional connection, through music, they love it. I mean, African men, Jamaican men, Haitian men, they love me. They're like, oh, it's just this issue is pertaining to most African American men because I'm African American.
American. Okay. What race of men do you say that you get overlooked by the most?
African American.
So black men of American nationality.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Can I ask you, like, what made you date interracially? Like, did you have bad experiences with black men before swirling?
Yeah. Before I ever left the black community to swirl, as they call it, I was with my high school sweetheart and, planning to get married and all of that. And he broke up with me via email. And I was so heartbroken because I'm very loyal and committed. And, a white guy asked me out and I said, why not? So I ran off, to Mexico with a white guy. Polish immigrant.
So basically, he broke up with you. The white guy came forward and you said, why not? I might as well, right?
Yeah, that's exactly. And I was a little scorned. I was still thinking about my ex. I'm not gonna lie. I was just very sad about you know, him breaking up with me, and I was in the cheating and stuff like that. So I was like, you know, a white, in my mind at 18, I was like, you know, white is better. They have everything. They have, I was a little asleep. I wasn't always conscious.
Right.
So I was like, you know, he has stability. He lives in the suburbs. He has a nice house. I love all those things. Give them to me. And, you know, I went for that.
Now, the next question I'm going to ask you, now I know this might be a little emotional for you because we've spoken prior on the phone and you did tell me quite a bit about this. Do you want to tell me like, or tell us like your experiences with white men in the past?
Sure.
Because
I'm very honest.
I know this kind of goes into like your son as well with that experience, but.
Oh, with experience, yes, my son was conceived. I was unconscious via date rape, if you will. Well, you know, we went out drinking and we weren't together. I was living in Vegas, he was in Michigan, and I drank too much because I'm a lightweight, like I told y'all. And as soon as we got back to his house, I passed out. I literally purse on, everything on, and I woke up and the situation was different. Pants to my ankles, and everything else still on. It was just so. It was mean. It was embarrassing to wake up and find myself like that. And I didn't find out that I was pregnant until I got back. I was volunteering at Andre Agassi's school, a famous tennis player, has a nonprofit school for children in Las Vegas. And I was volunteering there with the girls teaching dance, and I started feeling nauseous and I threw up in that. I took a test and found out that I was pregnant. But I'm so happy. My son, I have full custody. And my son is my everything. He acts like me. He looks like me. He talks like me. He walks like me. He's even better than me. And, I mean, you know, in many ways, and positively, because he's a man and I'm a woman. He's a young man. But I love my son, so no regrets. But yes, unfortunately, my ex, yes, that happened. You know, and in fact, go ahead. I'm sorry.
You said he was a white Polish guy and you were raped by him, like by date rape?
Yeah, I was unconscious. I had drinks and I passed out from the drinks. I don't think he put anything in my drink.
Oh, but you guys, because when you spoke, you
but
said
date rape is pretty much that, a woman unwillingly giving you permission.
Right.
I mean, a woman not giving you permission to her body. That's what it is. I mean, if she's out, she's out. You let her sleep. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I mean, you guys weren't together. You had broken up at this point, hadn't you?
Yeah, we had broken up at this point, and I was actually still filming Taquita in college. Of course, I was single and just focused on my future, my career, and the show with MTV. And I went back to visit family in Detroit, and he lived in the suburbs of Detroit. And, you know, I'm there, and I thought, why not go out and hang out? He offered to show me the time, you know, have drinks. And in my mind during the day, I'm thinking, he's my ex. Something might go down. That's cool. But if I pass out, that's not cool. So that was the situation.
Okay. So obviously, like, you have a son from this this encounter, and I have a question for you, because it's like, because that was how your son was conceived, would you identify your son as biracial or identify him as black, as in the term of him, you know what I mean, like him coming from you? The reason I ask is,
okay. I'm not laughing at you. I'm laughing with you, darling.
The reason I ask you is because I've spoken to women that have been victims of rape before, and they've said, and when they've kept the child, they say that they don't want anything to do with the father's bloodline, so the son is just of her and nobody else. So that's kind of my line of questioning.
We got caught up in the courts. I've been going in and out of custody battles with this man, even though I told them how he was, his character, and what happened. The court still didn't honor it because, you know, there's a very racist court justice system, especially in Michigan. But that's a whole nother story, and I'm writing it, so you guys will hear about that one, the details of that relationship and that encounter. But I refer to my son as black because I am black. I am his mother. I'm a black woman, and I'm his mother, and I raise him with black culture. He is absolutely black. I mean, you can see it in his hair, in his skin, in his behavior, and in his morality.
Okay. Now, you had a husband, you know, a white husband, which is your most, I guess,
recent. Yes, it was official recent. Like 4 months ago. Wait, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Okay, 4 or 5 months ago or something like that.
Okay. Do you want to tell us like how you met and, you know, your ex-husband?
Yeah, sure. I met my ex-husband, Garrett Walter, online. We met online, and And ever since then, you know, we hold on. Let me say this. Let me rephrase this. We met online. During that time we met online, I was living in Michigan. I was working at MAC as a makeup artist, even though I don't wear makeup except for lipstick. But at the time I wore makeup, of course. And I was working at MAC, and I went online. I was on my way moving back to Vegas, and I was like, let me see who I could date. Let me see who's out there. I was looking for someone established on purpose. Yes, I was. So I met him. He was established. He seemed like a gentleman, and you know, I'm already familiar with white men, so I had no issue with dating him. I already knew what to expect, in a basic, you know, from a basic point of view, you know, like the standards of how they're gonna react to me and things like that. So we hit it off. Long story short, I fell in love. I did, but it was a different kind of love. I fell in love with the fact with his ability to provide for me and my child. I fell in love with his ability. He was a corporate litigator, so he was intelligent, and intelligence is very attractive to me. So I adored that about him. I adored him at the time, you know, supporting me in my music and my dreams and what I was, my expression. In my writings, he was supportive. So he had all the qualities I needed. And at the time, I wasn't scornful at all about black or white. I was just like, I need to be loved, and I'm a single parent out here. Hello, anybody out there? You know, that's how I was thinking about it at that time.
So because he was basically a good provider was the main thing that attracted you to him.
Yeah, that's the main thing that attracts anything to anybody. He provided other nice things as well, but you know, we gotta keep it paycheck.
Now, you obviously you guys are divorced now. What made you divorce him? Was there multiple reasons?
Oh, well, I'm writing about this in my book. Taquita Thorns and the Queen A Plus are both books that I'm working on and will be releasing in the future. But yes, there were reasons. I woke up.
You woke up.
Yeah, I woke up, and it
because there's been people that have obviously said, you know, she became woke, she became conscious, and then it all changed, and she wanted to get rid of him. So could we kind of like let's go into that?
She want to get rid of him. What is these words?
You woke up. So you woke. What does that mean to you? Explain to us what you woke up means.
What I mean by I woke up, I was always awake. As a young girl, I always saw things, and I always spoke the truth, and I got in a lot of fights because I never concealed the truth. It's my religion. So, you know, it's mama. So anyway, when I say I woke up in this time around, I woke up to the fact that life was grand. My life was a fairy tale, and everything I always dreamed of and saw on Disney. And he provided that for me. But over time, I realized as I start to create my writings and my music that something was off about me. It wasn't him, it was me. I was like, why am I off? And I would just, you know, feel interrogated, or around family, I felt uncomfortable. I started feeling like different vibrations. I felt low energy in myself, and that really made me realize how high my energy was. I wasn't aware of myself. So being in that marriage definitely helped me wake up to who I am, who I always was, and that decline at that time. I fell into depression.
When you say who you always were, you mean like you were always there, but you just weren't aware of it.
Yeah, I was always powerful, positive, happy, talented, gifted. And I was looking at him and all these like alkaloids and accomplishments and many others, you know, and if they deserve it, even to this present day, I do the same. But I was looking like, oh, he got it together, and, you know, all these things. And it inspired me to like, yeah, I'm about to push for my dreams. And the moment I realized that he was retiring and I was taking off with my expression, with my dreams, with my destiny. And I realized that what I was taking off to do, that he, to me, couldn't support 100%. Because then I realized that I'm asking him to support the Black community. I'm asking him to be righteous. I'm asking him to basically, helped me love, promote, and exploit the black love for the black people in the community, and nonviolence and all of these things. And he's like, that's your thing. That's not mine. And I'm like, what? That was a dream. That's what you said you liked about me. Come on, let's do it. And then I start to realize, like, I understand now. I understand the economics of the situation.
Do you feel you became, because you said something that I've heard many conscious women that have previously dated interracially state, that do you feel that your blackness became too real for him? Because I have seen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. When I would say my morality. I won't say blackness, because and all black women have this, but morality is just like, I became pure and only wanted to do pure righteous things, only speak pure and righteous things, see pure righteous things, help others. Help others a lot, especially the underprivileged black people, African American people, anybody. I'm extremely sensitive to news. I'm extremely sensitive to war, to terror, to destruction. So whenever I would see a commercial, this has nothing to do with just African Americans. If I see, like in the Congos, all our devices are from the materials from the Congos, and I see the documentaries or the people crying out for help and all the deaths because of it, it makes me repent to Mama and give thanks for my life and promise to create something beautiful with these devices, because they lost their lives just for us to connect with each other. So I'm sensitive, and I think that got between my relationship. He's looking like, whoa, I was always sensitive, and the only way to seduce me at that point for him, the only way he could seduce me at that point, like just to friendliness and just to cooperation or even sex, was to get into join the conversation with me.
Right. So
it was to adore me and to listen to me and assist me, and he moved further and further away from that, and so you know, eventually the relationship ended.
So basically, like, he led you to believe like he was down for whatever you want to be down for. He'll always support you. But when he turned around and said, that pro-blackness thing, that's you, that's not me. If you want to do that, that's you, but I don't want to be involved.
Exactly. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Something like that.
So
again, I'm writing
you felt,
and you guys are hearing it in the book.
So obviously you felt kind of, you know, a little bit deceived, because that wasn't who you thought he was.
Yes, there was some feelings of there was some deception, absolutely. And so I asked him, I said, who are you? And he's like, I don't want to answer that question right now. And this is leading up to the time of divorce, because people like, oh, she used to be with a white man and she hate black people and she wants to talk about us, probably sitting there with him talking about black men and how they ain't nothing. Now she want to come back. That's because they've experienced that. They don't know me. I'm a goddess. I would never do that. I'm pro-natural all day. I only show love. I'm not pro with just women. I'm pro boys, girls, men, children, kings, queens, righteousness, virtuous. So it's like even with my white ex-husband, I was still sending a lot of my funds from projects. My personal projects, I was giving it to Detroit, you know, helping family. You know, I've done a lot that goes unannounced or that I don't promote. I don't promote everything I do, but even with him, and he was right by my side. He was right by my side. And over time, I think he didn't mind me being pro-natural and all these things. This is what attracted him to me. I think over time, it became too much for him to deal with me. I'm very energetic. I am high voltage. So I'm like planning, like, oh, yep, let's go. Oh my God, that's so sad. I'll cry when I see news, and I'll honor the lives that through the different Holocausts all around the world. I would talk about it much, and I wanted this to be the topic of discussion in my relationship, as well as art and culture, to kind of counteract the negativity happening in the world. And he just wasn't with it. He wasn't with it. I became too intense. I became awake and conscious, and I never let up. And I think he said it's coming between us because he liked when I was more physically, sexually, you know, sweet, feminine, and vulnerable. And cooperative. I became uncooperative. I became unvulnerable, but I wasn't like physical or trying to like hit him or nothing like that. I just wanted, if I was happy, I was happy. If I saw something in the news, I said I didn't like it and I wanted to discuss it with him, and he had no interest at all. I would cry. He had no interest in consoling me. Like I would cry and he'd just like put on his headphones and be all rocking his head like he was happy. And I was like, okay, I have to get out this relationship because this man is not capable of understanding me, and he does not have the ambition to understand me. His interests were other. And I finally woke up to what it was and accepted that. His interest was me catering, nurturing, loving him, all my loving. all my good sex and everything I was providing him as attention, cooperation. That's why he fell in love with me, and I fell in love with him for him being able to provide an attention too. But once it stepped up to the level of morality, spirituality, and all of these things, and me finding myself, it became I became a nuisance in a sense, I guess too.
Would you like? Thank you for that. I mean, we're all really curious to know, what is your view now on interracial relationships?
Well, my view is everybody needs love. Oh my goodness, the world, we're all going through our own crisis at this time, and a lot of great acts and talents and leaders are few, you know, in these days. And I just feel like if you find love and if you guys are compatible, that's great. But when it comes to the Black mother, her space and her children and her economics, you leave that alone. I don't care what color you are. Because one thing people fail to realize is the economics is unfair. And that's why things are in a stare. It has nothing to do with who's loving or who's, it has everything to do with the economics. Our majority of the economics are going to the white Europeans. And this is the racism hidden in America. And they prevent us or suppress us to not get involved with the economics. But the social behaviors are great. Everybody can look like each other, you know, white girls got their swag, Asian girls got their swag, you're welcome, and you know, things like that. But when it comes to the economics, they want to push the Black mother down. Even some Black men, they're like, "Nah, you look ugly." They called me. I saw some of the comments on your page, on your post, initial post about me crying outside the Chris Brown concert, and other posts, and I was just like, "Wow." Most African American men are like, "You excuse my language, you nappy headed. You know, bitch, you ugly ass, stupid monkey looking hoe." And they're my complexion, but they like rappers and NBA stars and football players who have white women. So I don't understand the hate coming from me by my own. I do understand the hate.
What about you? What about you on a personal level? You on a personal level, are you interested in swirling again?
No, I'm not interested in swirling. I don't have anything against people who swirl and they have love. Only love is real. So if y'all out there swirling and you have love, that's fine. But we really do need to still honor the people who die for us every day that go unannounced and unpublicized by the enemy or the oppressor. But I want to be, personally, I'm the Queen A+. And for me now, my dreams have changed. I want to be with a strong Black man who loves everything about me, my mother, grandmothers, and ancestors, and all the mothers, and loves all things good. He's pro-nature, who loves all things respectful to life. That is who I'm looking for, because through him, I will mate and have beautiful children, and they're going to be strong, and they're going to be teachers as well on this planet, and they're going to show people how to love and respect the Black mother who has given everything to everybody.
Okay, so for you personally, it's Black love. You just want Black love. You want a Black king, and you want to create, you know, and whatnot. And I get that.
Yes, I want a Black king because the vibrations is different. Like I'm energetic, you can see, you know. And when I'm with a Black man, even if he's not energetic or he doesn't talk, it's still a different vibe. I can say something and he might chuckle. I can say something on let's flip it, on a white man, and he's looking like, "You can't say that. Watch your words." They, you know, white men really want to tell you who you are, and they really want.
Black men get you. Black men get you. They understand you, basically.
Yes, black men get me. Only thing that needs to be removed from Black men, for me, in my opinion, is insecurity. Black women are created to be and do everything a Black man can't, and the Black man is the same. But Black men trying to tell a woman what she should do and how she should be, isn't that kind of like a homosexual or something?
What do you understand the concept?
And I have nothing against homosexuals. I'm just saying that they want to be a woman. So either you're going to be a man or you're going to be a woman, or you're going to just be natural.
There's a concept that I say a lot, and I say you can't swirl and be pro-Black. It's like a vegan that eats meat. It's a contradiction. Do you agree with that? That if you are truly pro-Black, then you have to be with a Black partner.
Yes and no. And I'll go with no first, because some people swirl, but like I said, it's all about, at the end of the day, it's about economics. If there's talent, a beautiful, talented Black family, and most things come from the Black mother and her children, and we teach ebonics, music, everything, expression. We always upgrade the world, and I'm sick of people hiding it. So if people swirling, or even white people who don't swirl, white and white, Asian and white, if they see a beautiful Black mother or children or a talent coming up and rising up into the world, don't go stealing economics. Don't go destroying their community. Leave that Black mother alone and her children alone and their things alone. Let a Black mother regulate her children and her community and stay out of it. That's all I'm saying. So if they're doing that, I'm fine. But if they want to swirl, that's fine. But as long as the economics go to who created the economy for those economics.
Just for me to explain that to some of the people in the chat. So what you're saying is, what you're basically saying is, you want Black money to go into the Black community. You think Black women need to be at the top, as when you mentioned the Black mother. And
no, we are at the top. We are at the top.
Okay. It's just because for me, I always believe that if you're a Black woman, like there was a stage you said that you would give money to your community and you were for Black people, but
I still do. I'm on my way to Detroit. I'm on my way to Detroit because guess what? I have family members whose children are being hospitalized because they have lead poison. So the whole Flint hoax was really, they've been poisoning our water, and my grandma been boiling our water since I was little. So since they don't want to tell the real story, I've already been filming for years, and I'm going back to film more because I want to tell the real story.
What I meant by that is there was a point when you were still in an interracial relationship and you were doing that. For me, I would not have put you on the pro-Black label, because to me, in order to be pro-Black, you need to buy Black, you need to love Black, you need to teach Black, and you need a Black partner in order to be pro-Black.
Yeah, I know, and that's it. That's an opinion. You know, and I appreciate you sharing your opinion of what pro-Black means. But pro-Black, I think pro-Black for the man is different from the mother. I'm a proud pro-nature.
Enlighten us with that. What do you mean by how is it different?
I'm a proud. It's different because a man is a man and a woman is a woman, and we reproduce the world. And I feel, and I'm a mother, and I feel that as a Black woman, by any means necessary. I'm not defined by a man or an imaginary one in the sky. I'm defined by myself. I'm defined by mama. I'm defined by my spiritual beliefs, which are different. So I can see how a lot of people cannot understand where I'm coming from because they don't know the story, and that's why I'm writing. I also write short essays until my books are ready. You guys can find them on my Facebook page at A+ is a Must. Okay. But I'm not even comparing myself to a man, and a man shouldn't compare himself to me. I am pro-Black. I spent a lot of money in Detroit. I spent a lot of money on things that are pro-nature, that are just natural, and just how about pro-righteous? And maybe that over time disturbed him. It did. But guess what? Our relationship had nothing to do with nothing. When you think about it, we're next to each other, we're hanging out, we're going to eat, we're having a conversation, we go on a trip, right? We're getting along, we cooperate with each other and having sex. Is a relationship with a white person has nothing to do with respect, admiration for the Black mother, and forgetting about all of the Black mothers have endured all over the world all these years. You still be, basically the Black mother should be everybody's religion, because everybody's her kids. That's how I feel. And I feel that, the Black are leading. We always been the leaders.
When you were in interracial relationships in the past, did you ever feel at any point, even outside of relationships, that you were being fetishized by white men, that you were a fetish?
Oh, I had fun. I had fun because
no, I said
I felt over time, I felt that
fetish.
yes,
I said
over time, I felt that yes. I won't even say fetish. I don't really even understand. I won't say a fetish. I'll say they were attracted to my power. They're attracted to the power. They're attracted to the vibration. They're attracted to the fact that I am forbidden fruit. And didn't know it. And a lot of women don't know it. But if you either are touched or you're not. That's my opinion. And I'm definitely touched. So in those relationships, I was always in a position of power. I was always myself. But I will say I would enjoy me, a Black man, more than, unless this white man can get on his knees and pretty much praise me and acknowledge all the wrong and always support the Black mother and the Black community. That's fine, but guess what? Not for me. I've already had that experience, and I'm over that. I'm done with that. I don't hate black men. I have many white professional friends, and guess what? I'm very smart when it comes to business, and I do feel confident that I know what it needs to help my communities succeed in black women.
Would you say a lot of white men enjoy being submissive to black women?
You said white men?
Would you say that white men enjoy being submissive to black women?
Oh, submissive my foot. That was a war zone. Whoa. No, there was no submissiveness. They was trying to get control of and tame the slave. No, not
so
this one.
They wanted you to be submissive.
Yeah, no. They didn't want me to be anything. Their attraction to me was my submissiveness, because in the beginning of the relationship, during that time, I was submissive. I was happy-go-lucky because I had everything I felt I needed at that time. And then I realized I had the spiritual awakening, and I realized that I need to feed my spirit, and I need to give attention to my foremothers and my forefathers, because the balance of earth is off. So once I was like, okay, I'm going full throttle into this area, I had to leave behind the material. I had to leave behind the, oh, I'm secure and like, thank you so much. I had to leave behind everything I thought that was an upgrade. And I said, I'd rather live in a tree.
Okay. Now you have, like I said, you have a son.
I don't need it. You know, all I need is a garden and love, and I'm good. I sleep on the grass. Bugs bite my ass. I don't care.
So out of curiosity, you yourself, how would you feel about dating a black man that has previously dated white women before?
I don't care. I do not care who they previously dated. Who a black man previously dated is not my business. Just like who I previously dated really isn't a black man's business. I don't got this curse on me because I was with a white man. Because, you know, in general, I was treated well, but not on the spiritual side. No connection. And it wasn't intentional. I think it's just natural that white people don't connect. But unfortunately, that natural disconnect is affecting my creativity and ability to create love and culture for others. That's all it is. It's just a big disconnect and misunderstanding. They're not doing it intentionally. It's just who they are. They don't understand. They need us to teach them. We've always been their teachers, but somehow they cast a spell and hocus pocus shit. And, you know, now the world is upside down. And I feel I got what it takes to turn it right side up.
Okay. So, would you be open to dating a black man that has children?
Can I just say this really quick? This thought just came to my mind. When I was younger and I was thinking about white men and dating them and going outside my community, there was always this underlying, why are y'all better? Why do you have? How do y'all get the money when we do all the work? And so I wasn't stupid. So when I went into it not just to be with a white man and get material things. I went in to educate myself. Like, for example, my son's father, when dating him, he speaks Polish. I speak some Polish. I was like, on our first date, I'm like, how you say no in Polish? Yeah. You know, I was like, how you say yes? Okay. You know, that was me. I was always, so what do you do? So how did you get this money? So what do you think about the black mother? What do you think about economics? What do you think about this destruction? What do you think about this horrible news always blasting on this TV screen? Like, it was my duty, and it was pleasurable for me to investigate, in a sense, who they are, because we're educated, but we're not really educated on them, and they're not really truly educated on the black mother when she's untouched and undisturbed by them. They don't know who we are. Okay. They know they know they want us to be who they say they want us to be, but they don't know how we operate if they were like at a space, at a distance. Go at a distance and watch us, because black mothers would be singing 4 a.m. That's just our culture. We'd probably be dancing around the fire. Who knows what we would be doing? We wouldn't be working like slaves and constantly getting mad and crying over news and us get our kids and young men getting shot by white police. I know that.
Okay.
So I decided to let that life go and go where it's righteous, because I love all the mothers. Shout out to all the mothers. A plus is a must. Mwah. I love you. And all the sons and all the good fathers. And you too, Jordan. Thank you so much for what you do. Because I came across you in the past, and every time I was sad, I would just look at some of your videos and just smile. I'm like, yes, woo, praise me, yes.
Yeah, because a lot of people didn't know that you already knew who I was.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I did. I've only seen a few of your videos, but I was very satisfied with what I saw. And I was like, that is just so sweet that he's doing this and spending his time doing this. What a joy. My goodness.
Now, because you are a single mother at the moment, are you open to dating single fathers, like fathers that have children?
I want an army. Okay, if you got 10 kids, I will take care of them and feed them, and then I will also invite their mamas to come over and party and help feed them, because this is not a war. This is love. And I'm an up and coming artist, and I'm spreading love. There's no hate involved. Whatever works, whatever you need. That's what I feel.
Has your experience changed, since the incident at the Chris Brown incident, as far as your interaction with Black men?
Oh yeah, I got my inbox is crazy. It's so many kings out there showing me love. African American. Shout out to all, let me give love to all the people, all the positive ones. They came and they was like, Queen, we love our queens. I'm married to a beautiful queen. They talked about their families. I mean, Black men from all over the world. Some of them singing like, yeah, what up, But it was just so beautiful, and that's all I want. All I want them, my goal is to take Black people suffering and people who not, and take their attention and put it on somebody who's righteous, who's really going to serve them, especially in the public eye, especially a Black mother. And that's one thing we have not seen in many, many years. So, that's what I'm here for. So it was so nice to get that reaction. So
that's nice. You've been getting a lot of love from Black men. And so have you been have you been on any dates since then? Have you?
No, I'm so.
But I mean, you getting that love. But you getting
I'm getting the love and attention I wanted. But that night I wanted to dance all night. And now that I'm getting all this attention, yes, I am looking for a Black man, and I am looking to mate and have children. I'm only looking for a Black man to mate with. So I'm looking at his mind, his energy, everything. That's how back in the day, in my mind, I believe that's how I go. So I'm looking for those reasons. Most people are afraid to have a baby. I'm not, because I know that I can take care of that child. I'm not worried about finance. And it's not because I got money from my ex or anything like that. I have talent, and I'm very rich. So I'm looking to have a family, merge families, adopt families. Hell, if I get rich enough, I might adopt y'all. Shit, I adopt your whole network. Come on, everything for free. But, I'm just looking for that right now. So I'm not looking to date, though. I'm looking a guy. I can't date a guy because they don't know me. I'm putting out essays. I'm putting out my story. I'm working on new music. And after I get enough of that out, then I'm going to really know that the guy, if a Black guy approached me, he understands me because he read it in my lyrics, or he heard it in my music. Right now, a lot of people say I talk weird. Growing up in high school, middle school, elementary school, people like, oh my God, you a crack baby. You got so much energy. You talk so fast. What you be talking about? You make up your own words. They don't understand me. So after I put out my culture, my content, then I can be like, okay, yeah, let's go out, because they'll get my sense of humor. They'll get me when I'm talking, and they'll also get me when I'm quiet. So I'm just patient, and I'm waiting on my king to find me. And he better find me, and it better be big. It's not like, hey, what's up? No, it's like, you better tell the truth, how you feel. Even if you feel embarrassed to feel so vulnerable about telling it. That to me is a turn on, and that's what I'm looking for.
Your energy is incredible. I mean, you can't say this, but the people in the chat are going nuts. Like, they're basically like, oh my, someone said, can you adopt them? Like, they just love your energy.
Oh, baby, yes, I will adopt you.
There's a lot of people right now that are confused. They're saying, I'm confused, because you are all over the place, but it's your energy, it's your character.
But I'm not all over the place.
No, I mean, like, your energy is very vibrant.
Psychologically, I have a lot of dimension. So when I speak, when you go back and replay this and listen to it, you're going to hear things you probably didn't hear the first time.
Yeah, of course.
Because when I speak in a dimension, and I connect things, and that's familiar to the point I'm trying to make, because I'm an educator first. So some people are like, oh, you all over the place. That's because my mind is big. But it does make sense, and it does validate the fact. So everything I speak is factual. So that's all it is. And trust me, I've been like this since 1, 2. I've been singing since 1. So I'm like this when I talk, but on stage, I'm very dynamite. I have a lot of energy. Like, I can do 3, 4, 5 hours performing and talking and loving the crowd and not break a sweat.
Do you remember, we talked about the swirlers? There's a swirling community, and you were kind of like, you weren't aware of this. And I said that there are groups that they actually advocate for Black women they say, run away from Black men, run to the hills.
Right. I'm just going to the kitchen. It's a little better lighting in there.
All right. And I explained to you that some of these people may attack you on leaving a white husband for what they call struggle love, because they equate Black love to struggle love.
Hold on, I'm still on my interview, darling. Oh, sorry about that. That's my son.
They
okay, let him know later on. Oh, sorry about that. Go ahead.
Yeah, because some of these swirlers, they equate black love to struggle love. So some black women, especially on YouTube, they actually advocate for the death of black men, and they promote abortion of black male children. Like, what are your thoughts on that?
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Run that by me one more time. Who's
There,
doing this?
there are women on YouTube, black women on YouTube that
Black women.
Yeah, they only promote swirling, only swirling. They
Hold on,
promote.
this is my son. This is my whole white child, everybody. Say what's up, YMK. This YMK is standing for Young Master King. So I just want everybody to see him. Hold on, can I ask him real quick? I want to ask my son a question. How do you feel about me swirling and now coming back to a black man and looking for love in the black community?
I think it's nice and beautiful.
Why? Why do you think that that's beautiful? How do you feel about me being with a whole black man?
Well, I feel like it's great.
Why? Because that's what I want, or you think it's positive or negative? What do you
Positive.
think? Why is it positive?
And because it's what you want.
Hey, plus is a must. It's what I want.
He looks just like you, literally, just a brown version of you.
Thank you. I'm sorry I put you on the spot. He like, Mom.
Go
ahead. I'm sorry, Jordan.
Back to what I was saying. There is actually like groups on YouTube. Some of them simply just promote swirling. They say that white men or Asian, pretty much any man is better than a black man. Some women actually they actually promote the death of black men, and some women say that black women. It's the truth. Some actually promote that black women should abort black male children. So how do you feel about that?
Oh, they're zombies. I feel like women like that, I don't have hate towards. I just feel they truly have not been educated, and they don't understand that it's not about the actions of the black man today. To be honest, it's really about us loving ourselves and taking care of our children and showing them love, because a lot of them have been arrested. A lot of them have psychological issues because of all the pressure. These black men, even the black swirlers who hate black women, it's all because they feel the black mother wasn't there for them, and that we're so more focused on covering our naps with weave and eyelashes. Meanwhile, a lot of these males are being thrown in prison and being raped and coming out and loving men. And it's a bunch of stuff. And I just feel like they're not educated. They're children to me. And, you know, when I see them, I just want to hug those kind of people and just be positive and say, what you need, what you need in your life, because that's all it's about. People need to be happy. And when people are happy, you will know.
So would you agree that their bad experiences has kind of like, it has built something evil and hateful inside them?
Yeah, and honestly, to be honest, it's the internet. Anybody can say anything, but the true righteous people stand out to me. The positive people. I like confident people. And to be honest, the people who are walking, who are blind and living out their ignorance without trying to use critical thinking. Some of them don't have critical thinking. I don't really pay attention to that. I pay attention to the leaders. I pay attention to the ones like, yes, honey, you know, I'm feeling myself. I love myself. You know, I'm feeling the pro-natural, pro-life people. The other ones, they can just enjoy the show. And watch and learn, because they can't offer anything but negativity. I'm looking for the ones who have something to offer. So if I met a black man who had no money, but he wrote, and this is, I've met a few of these, and he wrote lyrics, totally impressed, like he got $1 billion. Yes, I'm totally turned on to the fact that, oh my God, your brain is big. That is very valuable, not the money. Trust me, I'm downsizing.
So what would you say to a black woman that's considering getting with a non-black man? Like, is it better over there?
It's not that it's better. The pressure is better at first. But as soon as they realize that that person of another race really needs their life's energy, like to the point to where I want you to have it. It's like you feel like a treasure, but they about to empty the whole chest out. That's how it feels. It feels like, yeah, I'm a treasure, and now they got me. And at first, you think they're the treasure. That's the trick. So black women like, oh, it's better over there. And then they go over there, and then they're like, wait a minute, I'm the treasure? Ah, already in, it's too late to run.
Oh, so no, that's interesting. So what you're saying is it's not better over there. It's actually better. You're the better thing. You are the commodity.
Yes. And some of them are just miseducated. I'm not saying all white men are like, yeah, I'm going fishing. Most of them are, but they don't they're miseducated as well. And
no, I actually really like that. I like how you dropped that because I like. It's not better over there. Black women are the treasure. It's you that are the amazing.
We're the treasure, entity. And I found that out because I was depressed, and I went to a female's clinic, like a wellness clinic. I was really depressed, and I was like, my son went to visit his father, and when he went to visit his father for 2 weeks, I said, this is my opportunity. I don't have nothing to do with my time now. He's gone. I can make a song. No, let me go to rehab. So I went to the wellness clinic, a very prestigious wellness clinic in Malibu. And it was a bunch of women in there. And I realized, like, oh my God, as I was in there, I was like, oh my God. I started, like, he would do weird things like go through my notebooks or through my boxes or through my stuff. And then I started realizing, why would he do that? And I was like, oh my God, I'm writing sweet stuff and he digging my stuff. Hey, like, dabbing on him. I didn't know that I was so interesting. I didn't know. I thought, I'm cute. I got to write my songs. But he's established. He's got his degrees and his alkaloids, and he's a lawyer. And I was proud of him. But I'm just using this as an example. I realized that the world only moves when the woman moves it. And I can prove it.
So I told you this before. I said, there are black men that they're going to attack you on trying to quote unquote come back home after it didn't work out with what they say is, your white knight.
Guess what, Jordan? I am not looking for those black men. Those ain't the kid. I'm a queen. I'm looking for a king, a god. I'm a goddess.
So you say you don't care about them. Like they can screw themselves.
No. Do you know, growing up in school, I got in fist fights with black guys. I got in fights with black guys. They smacked me because they hated themselves. So I'm used to this. So people think I'm heard back comments from black men like, you should kill yourself and all this. I'm not. I'm cracking up because this is my life. I'm prepared.
Okay. I mean, do you feel like at any point, that you should be, you or anybody, whether it be male or female, a black male or female, should be chastised and ostracized from the black community and black love just because they previously dated outside their race?
Ain't no community. This the Queen A+ community. That's how I look at it. I'm not waiting for a community to accept me. I'm building the community. And if they don't want to be a part of it, wonderful. It makes room for those who do.
Okay. Because somebody had sent me a comment in regards to that, and they said at the end of the day, Angel, people make mistakes. Just because you dated a white person doesn't mean you have to be a lifelong swirler. Would you agree with that?
Well, it depends on the person and what level of spirituality that they would like to practice. I want to practice the Most High and Divine. So that means it's going to aggravate some and it's going to uplift others. And that's the one I choose. Some people are like, I'm fine, I'm cool, we in love, we like each other, we swirl, she white, I'm black, or I'm black, she white, whatever. And that's good for them. I'm not concerned about them. I'm concerned with the destruction of Earth. I'm concerned with the Holocaust, the destruction of the Black mother, and just all the negative things that's happened to all our mothers. And I'm concerned about that continuing to go on, even indirectly. I don't want it to happen at all.
Okay.
So I'm concerned. So if these haters of me are not even thinking about what I'm thinking about, that lets me know where they stand right there. Their mind isn't even big enough to create change. They're just talkers. See, I create change. I walk the walk and I talk the talk. They just talk the talk. So I'm not really worried about them because I'm the leader. They're not my leader. Leaders don't ask for permission. So they just entertaining me. And I love them. Haters, mwah, I love you too. And I will adopt you too. That's my point. That's why I'm here. I'm here to give y'all some love.
Moving forward, what would you like to see for the Black community?
What do I want to see for the Black community? Where is this Black community you speak of? Which one? What people? What do you say? I mean,
just the Black community in general. Because I know, like, for you from the conversation we had, you class yourself as a conscious Black woman. And so
I class myself. No, I'm the Queen A+ goddess of overstanding and evolution. That's exactly who I am.
Okay. But when I say the Black community, I'm talking about, what do you want for the Black community? What do you think Black people need?
Well, me. No, really, culture. And I'm a culture creator. I have energy like this because I was gifted to create. That's all. Trust me, a lot of musicians, if they were in here, it would be lit. Like everybody's energetic because those are the musicians, those are the writers, the poets, the speakers. We have energy. Without it, we wouldn't be able to be a creator. So I would say more culture, more people like me, the Queen A Plus, who's loyal to them. I don't have to be loyal by giving them money. See, they equate loyalty and love with money. That's a mistake we all make. Yeah, but we learn, and it's about culture. So I'm here to create good music. I'm here to show up at the barbecue. I'm here to hang out with people even before I drop a record and just exploit. We got phones, we got the internet, and exploit unity and love and stop waiting on white people to define us in the way we want them to define us. That's the trick. We too busy chasing them to make them represent us right instead of just representing ourselves and just avoiding and ignoring all the negative things from white people that they do. Let's just go hard and just show how we love each other in our families. That's truly the cure, but a lot of people are afraid because they're afraid of judgment. But when they get to, see, I'm not afraid of judgment. That's why I know I'm needed. Because if I make it, if I have one song that hit, or something hit not getting that press, oh, baby. Ain't no stop.
I mean, I always say, I say the biggest thing white supremacy fears is black love, black unity, and black economics.
Yeah, the economics is from our energies, from our talent. Productive black people and African Americans equates to wealth. If you're productive, you're going to get wealth. So for example, if you got talent or anybody in your family and I say, oh man, I like that song or I like that book she wrote. I like that, you know, I'm going to be a fan and I'm going to promote it and I'm going to love it. And then that money goes to you guys. That's what I'm about. I'm not about battling politics and arguing with white people or even bringing them down. I'm just pro-nature. I'm just want to sing and do my thing and they better stay out of my way. And I'm going to love my people and I'm going to love the little girls and the little boys and all the prisoners and even all the psychotic, crazy black and white, black and black men and women. Some of them just a little cuckoo, but they just need love. So I'm here to provide that for them. And if they get in my way from providing love to people who need it, it's going to be a problem.
Okay. What are your plans for the future? Like you as an artist, as a woman?
Well, right now I'm just putting up a bunch of essays, all free, just throwing up content so people can understand my mind. It's very complex, but you can find it if you guys follow me on Twitter at A+ is a must, APLUSISMUST. That's right. At A+ is a must on Twitter, and you'll see little posts, and also my Facebook because I'm working on a website. But that's just up right now, just a bunch of pictures so you can get to know me. But I am working on new music, and my music is very, trust me, you never heard it before. I promise you. And it's very honest and real and it's groovy and I get down. So I'm just here to have a good time. It's my Jubilee. So I'm here for my Jubilee. I changed my name to the Queen A+ because I realized I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. And that's who the Queen A+ is.
So do you have, people are asking, do you have a YouTube channel?
I do. A+ is a must TV, but right for now there's only a few videos up, just some simple stuff. Over time I'll upload more longer videos.
What I'll do when this ends, I'll get all the links to all of your social media and I'll put that in the description so everyone will know how to find you. Yeah, I've
only been online for 3.5 weeks. So yeah, everybody bear with me, but there is content out there. Just stay tuned and you will find it.
So I'll put all of your details in the description. What I wanted to do, thank you for, my name's Angel, by the way. That's my first name, by the way, is Angel. Jordan is my last name.
Oh, Jordan, you don't want me to call you Jordan? I know.
I'm saying you can call me Angel. Like, it's my first name. You don't have to call me by my last name. It's up to you.
Okay. Okay, because I like, people call me A+, and that's my last name. So it's your preference. A+ is the must. Oh no, okay, Angel. Oh, you Angel, you are.
So your first name is the Queen.
Call me Angel. I got wings.
So your first name is the Queen, and your last name is A+.
A+. So some people like A+. So I'm like my teachers when I was going to the Los Angeles film school. They call me A+. They say well, A+ is a must. See, some people know me and they respect me, and those who don't just think I'm crazy. But it's okay. They'll get to know me. Angel.
And I just wanted to recap for people that got in kind of late, which they'll obviously be able to watch it from the beginning.
It's cool. I'm patient. I got time.
You know, you're for black love. You want black unity. You want black economics. And
can I say what else I want from black people? Black people out there, all y'all listening, can y'all please create something? Because yeah, sometimes I get sad and depressed too, even though I'm very confident and have all this energy. And I love music. I love writings. I love poems. I like coming to Angel's channel and watching beautiful videos that just uplift black women. in general. So just create and love. I want to see y'all families. I want to be nosy too. Y'all like, where your page at? Where y'all page at? Dang, y'all. A lot of y'all sitting judging ain't got one thing posted. What? Angel out here killing them. So, you know, and my goal is to do the same. So, you know, just upload some stuff. Show who you are and speak your voice and try to be positive and be your best. Be your best.
So I'm gonna do a shameless plug here, but not for myself. So the queen said that, you know, she is looking for a black king, and so when I put all of the links to all of her social media, you know, you'll be able to contact her, and if you think you're a worthy candidate, then you can obviously speak to the sister, and she only wants only black men need apply. She told you only black men need apply.
Yes.
So again, the queen, I really appreciate you for joining me on this and giving me this exclusive interview, because you did say I was the only one you were going to give it to. So I appreciate.
No, I have offers, movie offers, documentary offers, and I have other offers, but you are the only YouTube sensation. I'll call it that.
I appreciate that.
You have millions of views. I mean, I'm so lucky. Hi, y'all. You introducing me to a lot of people. Hey, fam. But so yeah, I gave you this interview because I like you. But if I have people who approach me, if I don't know you and I don't like you, or if I see some inconsistency in your conversation, we not talking, because I'm gonna just waste my energy. If you're not teaching or learning, what are you doing? Okay, you can't teach the teacher.
You have been, no, seriously, you have been amazing. Your energy is amazing, and I'm gonna repeat again. I still stand by what I said. You're an incredibly beautiful black woman. You're an incredibly beautiful woman. Period. I saw a lot of people when we first started. They were talking about your skin, your complexion, and saying how flawless it was. We appreciate you coming on here, and I'm gonna end it like I always do, which is peace, love, and coconut oil.
Hey man, that's racist. Please remember that from now on, brand new, never before seen videos, as well as live streams, will only be available on my website, ikyg.com, via a Patreon subscription. ikyg.com is a black-owned, black-ran platform, 100% free from censorship. It's the only place where we don't have to worry about what we say and expressing ourselves. Make sure you check out the description and the comment section for important links, as well as information in video form that shows you what benefits you get when you support the site and join my Patreon. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, then don't forget to subscribe and be notified every time I upload a video. For exclusive content and perks, check out my Patreon. This is where we have private live streams, group chats, live Q&As, live phone calls, and open topics. This is a safe space where you can interact with other like-minded people, make friends, send each other direct private messages, and so much more without any trolls. And yes, you get to use GIFs and images in the live chats. So what are you waiting for? This is a completely independent website, free from censorship. If you'd like to make a donation towards the site so we can continue to put out the truth without fear of being silenced, then please hit that donation button. It's greatly appreciated. Check out the rest of the site for videos, private and public live streams, find out all the tea, and make sure to utilize the Black Money section of the website. Advertise your business absolutely free to people that look like you, free forever. And don't forget to follow me on Instagram and Twitter at angel_IKYG.